You have studied English for years, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe even longer, but you still cannot speak fluently, and you think to yourself, maybe I am just stupid, maybe I'm not good at languages. But let me tell you something, you are not stupid, you are just learning English the wrong way.
And today, we're going to prove it. We're going to show you exactly why your current methods are not working. And more importantly, we're going to show you what to do instead. This episode could completely change your English learning journey.
Welcome to English Today 77. I'm Mia.
And I'm James. Thank you for listening today. If this is your first time here, welcome. We help you learn real English through real conversations. We speak slowly, we use simple words, and we help you improve naturally.
Today's topic is very close to my heart. Close to my heart means I care about it deeply, because I have met so many English learners who think they are not smart enough to learn English. They have given up, they have lost confidence, and it breaks my heart. Breaks my heart means it makes me very sad. Because the truth is, these people are not stupid at all. They are just using the wrong methods.
So, let me ask you a question right now. Have you ever felt stupid while learning English? Have you ever thought, I will never be good at this? Have you ever compared yourself to someone else and felt like you were falling behind? Falling behind means not keeping up with others. If you answered yes to any of these questions, this episode is for you. Keep listening.
Let us start by talking about why so many people feel this way. Why do smart, hardworking people struggle with English for years and still feel like failures? I think the first reason is the education system. In many countries, English is taught the wrong way in schools.
That is true. In many schools around the world, English class focuses on grammar rules, memorizing vocabulary lists, and passing written exams. Students spend years learning the difference between present perfect and past simple. They memorize hundreds of words, they do grammar exercises, and then they take a test. If they pass the test, everyone says, "Great, you know English." But do they really know English?
No, they do not. They know about English, but they do not know how to use English. There's a huge difference. Knowing about something and being able to do it are two completely different things. I can read a book about swimming, I can learn all the techniques, I can pass a test about swimming, but can I swim? No, not until I get in the water. English is the same. You can know all the grammar rules, but until you practice speaking and listening, you can't really communicate.
Let me tell you about my friend Kenji. Kenji is from Japan. He scored almost perfectly on English grammar tests in school. His teachers said his English was excellent. But when he came to visit me in America, he could not order food at a restaurant. He could not have a simple conversation with my friends. He could not understand people when they spoke at normal speed. He told me, "James, I feel so stupid. My English is useless." But Kenji is not stupid. He's very intelligent. Intelligent means smart. The problem was not his brain. The problem was how he was taught.
And this is so common. Millions of people around the world have the same experience as Kenji. They study hard, they get good grades, but they cannot actually use English in real life. This is not their fault. It is the fault of the system. The system taught them to pass tests, not to communicate.
Are you understanding so far? If this sounds familiar to you, you are not alone. Millions of people share this experience. Let's keep going.
The second reason people feel stupid is they compare themselves to others. Social media makes this worse. You see someone on YouTube speaking perfect English. They are young, they learned English in just 1 year, and you think, what is wrong with me? I have been studying for 10 years and I can't do that.
But what you don't see is the full picture. Full picture means all the information, not just part of it. Maybe that person grew up watching English movies every day. Maybe they had English-speaking friends. Maybe they lived in an English-speaking country for years. You don't know their story. You only see the result, not the process. And comparing your beginning to someone else's middle is never fair.
That's so important. Let me say it again. Comparing your beginning to someone else's middle is never fair. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone starts from a different place. Everyone has different advantages and challenges. The only person you should compare yourself to is your past self. Are you better than you were 6 months ago? That's the only question that matters.
The third reason people feel stupid is they expect perfection. They think that if they make a mistake, it means they're bad at English. But mistakes are not signs of failure. Mistakes are signs of learning. Every mistake teaches you something. Every mistake brings you one step closer to fluency.
Think about children. Children make mistakes constantly. They say things like, I goed to the park, instead of, I went to the park. They say more bigger instead of bigger. Do we call children stupid? Of course not. We know they are learning. You are learning too. Give yourself the same kindness you would give a child. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Gentle means soft and kind.
Now, let's talk about what you should do differently. Let's talk about the right way to learn English. If the wrong way is memorizing grammar rules and vocabulary lists, what is the right way?
The right way is to learn English the way children learn their first language, through listening, through repeating, through using language in real situations, through making mistakes and learning from them, not through textbooks and grammar exercises.
Method number 1. Listen more than you study. The foundation of any language is listening. Foundation means the base, the bottom, the thing everything else is built on. Before a baby speaks its first word, it listens for about 1 year, 1 full year of just listening. You need to do the same. Listen to English as much as possible. Podcasts like this one, movies, TV shows, music, audiobooks. Fill your ears with English every day.
And when you listen, don't try to understand every single word. That's a common mistake. People hear a word they don't know and they stop. They get frustrated. They feel stupid. Instead, try to understand the general meaning, the overall message. It's okay if you miss some words. Over time, you will understand more and more. Your brain is learning even when you think it is not.
Method number 2. Speak from day one. Many learners wait until they feel ready to speak. They think, I will start speaking when my grammar is better. I will start speaking when I know more words. But that day never comes. There is never a perfect time to start speaking. So start now. Start today.
You can speak alone. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you are doing. Describe what you see. Have imaginary conversations. If you have someone to talk to, even better. But do not use the lack of a partner as an excuse. You can always practice speaking by yourself.
Method number 3. Learn words in context. Context means the situation around the word. Do not memorize isolated vocabulary lists. Isolated means alone, separated from everything else. Instead, learn words from stories, conversations, movies, and real situations. When you learn a word in context, you understand not just what it means, but how to use it. That is much more powerful.
For example, if you learn the word frustrated from a vocabulary list, you might forget it in a week. But if you hear someone say, I was so frustrated because I missed my flight, you understand the word, you feel the emotion, and you remember it much longer.
Method number 4. Stop being afraid of mistakes. We talked about this earlier, but it is so important that I want to say it again. Mistakes are your friends. Every mistake is a lesson. When you make a mistake and someone corrects you, you learn. When you make a mistake and you correct yourself, you learn. The only way to not make mistakes is to not try. And if you do not try, you will never improve.
I made so many mistakes when I was learning French. I once told someone I was excited using a word that actually means something very embarrassing in French. Everyone laughed. I was mortified. Mortified means extremely embarrassed. But I never made that mistake again. That embarrassing moment taught me more than any textbook could.
Method number 5. Make English part of your daily life. Do not treat English as a subject you study for 1 hour and then forget about. Make it part of everything you do. Change your phone language to English. Watch the news in English. Read recipes in English. Follow English accounts on social media. The more English you encounter in your daily life, the faster you will learn. Encounter means to come across or meet.
Even 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there add up over time. Add up means to accumulate, to become a larger amount. You do not need to set aside 3 hours for studying. You just need to sprinkle English throughout your day. Sprinkle means to add small amounts here and there. A little English in the morning, a little at lunch, a little before bed. It all adds up.
All right, let us summarize everything we talked about today.
First, we talked about why many people feel stupid when learning English. There are 3 main reasons.
Reason 1. The education system teaches English the wrong way. It focuses on grammar and tests instead of real communication.
Reason 2. People compare themselves to others. But everyone's journey is different. Compare yourself to your past self, not to others.
Reason 3. People expect perfection. They think mistakes mean failure, but mistakes are actually how you learn.
Then we shared 5 better methods for learning English.
Method 1. Listen more than you study. Fill your ears with English every day.
Method 2. Speak from day 1. Do not wait until you feel ready.
Method 3. Learn words in context, not from isolated vocabulary lists.
Method 4. Stop being afraid of mistakes. Embrace them. Embrace means to accept them and welcome them.
Method 5. Make English part of your daily life. Sprinkle it throughout your day.
You are not stupid. Please hear me when I say this. You are not stupid. You are learning one of the most complex skills a human being can learn, a new language. That takes courage. That takes effort. That takes time. Be proud of yourself for trying.
We believe in you. We really do. And we're here to help you every step of the way.
Now, go to the comments and tell us something. Have you ever felt stupid while learning English? What happened? Share your story. Let us support each other. And if you have any questions about anything we discussed today, write them in the comments. We answer everything.
If this episode made you feel better about your English learning journey, please hit the like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message, someone who thinks they're not smart enough. This episode could change their mindset completely.
Subscribe to English Today 77 and turn on the notification bell. We make episodes that help you learn English and believe in yourself at the same time. You deserve both.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for learning with us. You are doing better than you think. Keep going.
We will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye and happy learning.
See you next time.